Yes, so a very good evening to everyone. So today I'm going to demonstrate about, what is the significance of the Python, which is for the full stack as well as for the data science, for the automation Selenium testing. There are three courses and AI/ML too. So, so whatever the course you are going to choose, like, either full stack Python or either data science or a Selenium testing or AI/ML. So Python is a common. So if you look at a Python, so I would like to talk about this particular topic such a way that, so this is the chapter which deals about this particular topics, like, why programming is mandatory, why it is suitable for the Python, which is versus R programming. They both will be useful for the data analyst and, for the development backends, front ends and all. And much more thing, Python is these days are, vital role playing in terms of data science implementations. And what are the job roles you are going to be get if you learn the Python, correct? And what are the development environments like tools such as PyCharm, Canopy, integrated development environment, ideally like Jupyter, Anaconda, like something Collab. There are miscellaneous tools. Some of them are the licensed, some of them are the open source. So that are all things we are going to discuss. And how to set up them on Windows operating system, on obviously Linux operating system and Mac operating system, those who are using. So this topic, this particular chapter is consisting of these particular topics. And next is that, I'll be talk about, these are the topics such as, in every programming language, like input output statements are mandatory. In the Python, there is an input is like a scanf statement in C. Output like, print statement, like a printf statement in C. So these two are the very important, very fundamentals towards the Python. We will be discussed accordingly. Then the comments. In every programming language, comments will be improve the readability of the program. That will become a documentation like an auditable document. And in fact, so it will be give you the metadata about a program. Who have written the program, when was it has written, and what could be the relevancy of this particular comment to other program. All these will be written in terms of comments. There will be single line comments and multi-line comments. In detail, we are going to see the hands-on. Rules related to declarations, identifier or objects. What are the types of data classified in terms of analog and digital? That I will be talk about it. And what's the role of the typecasting during hands-on? I'll be explaining to you. This particular, chapter is discussing about these particular topics. Comes to operators. So there are 7 types of operators. Each and everything minimum it takes 3 to 4 days to discuss with all the assignments and relevant examples in hands-on. These are all 7 types of operators. Okay. Then after the completion of the data types, I'll be go with control statements. Control statements. Control statements are conditional statements, if, else, else, if, and for loop and while loops, and special statements such as break, continue, pass, return, all the statements. After the control statement, I'll go with the functions concept. In elaborated manner, functions are going to be discussed. After completion of that, the data structures concept. Data structures concept. They are mutable data structures and immutable data structures. That I'm going to show you strings data structure, how to create, how to index, how to slice, and all methods will be discussed with hands-on knowledge. Tuples, lists, and sets, and obviously dictionaries. Yeah, right. So these string sets and lists and tuples and dictionaries they are the benchmark data sets. They are going to be used in fact, in every places. We have to understand thoroughly with the hands-on experience with the proper examples. Okay. So after that, I already told you that the conditional statements will be comes into picture. They are if statement, if else statements, elif and else statements. They're all comes under conditional statements. Comes to looping statements, yeah, they are these statements. Iterating statement, we will call them as looping statements, and repetition statements also we can call them. While statement, first statement, range, break, continue, pass, enumerate, zip, assert, and nested, as well as, obviously we can say that special statements. Generally, if it comes to break, continue, pass, enumerate, zip, assert, all these will become under special statements. In special situations, we are going to use them. Rest of all will be very quite commonly we use them. I'll be demonstrate with an appropriate examples too. Clear? And comes to obviously after completion of each topics, we supposed to go for the hacker rank. The hacker rank where competitive related exams are going to be conducted. Even software companies, the first level of exam is going to be conducted, and most of the questions are going to be taken from the hacker rank. So that you are going to solve anyhow. Let me show you, like, hacker rank. You know that? Are you seeing my screen? That, this is how the hacker rank is going to be. This is the place where hacker rank questions, answers will be written over here, and we can able to execute them then and there. This is how, that gives you preparation level of the Python, and we are going to resolve them, each and everything. We'll go with the Python preparation, and it will start from the print statement, if else statement, arithmetic division, all the concepts are going to be, assignments are going to be resolved from here. Clear, guys? Okay. Let's, and obviously I told you that dictionaries comprehension, beyond the dictionaries, list dictionaries comprehension is going to be discussed over here. And as you said, functions concept is going to be discussed, where what's the function, how the modularity of a code and reusability is possible, what justification is required for that, and creating a functions, calling functions, passing parameter, position arguments, many more things we are going to discuss as part of the functions concept. Completely, it will be a hands-on. Okay. Then anonymous functions called will be created by lambda functions. Filtering, mapping, reducing, all these will be a special kind of a functions. With the appropriate example, I'll demonstrate to you what is the use of the lambda for nameless functions to be created. Create, like generators are very important, modules, packages, exception handling concept to handle the runtime errors, and object-oriented programming such as classes, objects, encapsulations, abstraction, and obviously inheritance, polymorphism, all these concepts are going to discuss as part of the object-oriented programming too. Clear? And comes to packages to do the data analysis, whether you are going as a testing engineer, whether you are going as a Python full stack developer or a data analyst, packages related to data analysis are compulsory because directly or indirectly we are going to use them. For that, I'll be covered. There is a NumPy model, pandas, matplotlib, and even though Power BI is also going to be included in this. Okay. And obviously, date and time related packages are going to be mandatory, and regular expressions. Very importantly, there will be many more things we have to discuss about it. Files concept, web scraping, it's related to regular expressions, where natural language processing is also be considered as a web scraping concept. And databases related things, obviously I'll be talk about MySQL, MongoDB, Firebase Cloud, front end, back end, all the things. Front end is HTML, back end is MySQL. Front end is HTML, back end is MongoDB. Front end is HTML, back end is Firebase. All with along with the Django framework, all the explanation with a three-tier architecture is going to be explained to you. Clear? So that's how the things would happen, right? And API extractions in order to extract the knowledge, how APIs can be connected, how to call them with a get method, put method, patch method, delete method, all the things will be discussed over here. Clear? And obviously, Flask is also one of the framework with which also we can able to execute get, put method, all this. Just like, request method, which is the API. Clear? And obviously projects, all these will be discussed. This is completely, the full stack Python is a 4 months of duration course. So Shruti, I hope I've shown you the complete syllabus which you are related to, talk about it. Joshna is also there. Joshna, you are taking automation testing or full stack Python or data science?
Yes, one more thing, can I expect React with Python in full stack?
Shruti, I didn't
Sir,
understand.
I'm taking data science.
Okay, okay.
Uh, can I expect React with full stack Python? So,
See, I'll be talk about JavaScript. And as well
mm-hmm.
as if you want, I'll be explain up to some extent React. But so
Oh,
most of the time, React with Java is going to be there because React itself, it's an
mm-hmm.
extension of JavaScript actually. It's not a framework.
Okay. Oh,
Uh, it's like a extension for the JavaScript. Yeah.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah. If you
sure,
want,
thank you.
this other faculty who is an expert into React, that person is
Mm-hmm.
going to demonstrate much more better about the React.
Yeah, nowadays I heard React also is a part of
Yes, React
Python.
also companies
Yeah,
are asking.
yes,
For
yes,
that,
that
you
they
require
are.
a JavaScript that I'll be cover as part of the front end
The
part.
thing is like I'm having around 6+ years experience in QA and
Oh, great,
had been working as okay, now I want to jump into development. That's why I'm starting with I want to starting with Python actually.
great, great, great. No issues, Ruti. I'll be reach your expectations.
Oh,
Definitely.
oh, thank you.
Okay.
Oh,
Mm.
one more thing. I had experience with Selenium with Java. It's not that much. Nowadays, people are using Python also.
Yes, yes, absolutely. More scope in Python for the
Mm-hmm.
when compared with Java
Okay.
because
Okay.
nowadays hardware testing, automotive testing,
Yeah.
embedded
Mm-hmm.
testing, all these
Okay.
are platforms are testing through only Python.
Okay. Frankly speaking, I learned Selenium with Java, but I don't have that much of experience because
So
I
there,
work with.
TestNG, obviously that those frameworks we are going to
Huh.
use. JUnit and
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
yeah,
Thing was, I
yeah,
have been working with Pega actually, so Pega no need of these things. Now
yeah.
that's the thing. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, yes, sure, sure.
Okay.
So, so I've shown you that what exactly we're going to learn in Python concept. Let's come to data science. To learn the data science, you require a prerequisite called Python. Front end part, back end part, all the knowledge is required to in order to understand the data science. So comes to the data science part. Obviously, this is the first chapter, which will be obviously which is required the prerequisite like Python, Jupyter notebooks, and certain integrated development environment related things. And what are the data and data sources are accumulated to make it as a big data, and how to install the Anaconda Python packages. Like all this will be required to learn the data science. Okay, and obviously when it comes to this, data collection from various sources are mandatory, where you are going to learn APIs, web scraping, databases, and obviously the data will comes from the APIs like Request and Beautiful Soap, Scrappy. All these are the third-party models with which we can plug in and we can bring the data to us to make a data warehouse. Right. So these are all things are required as part of this particular chapter you are going to learn. So once the data is going to be accumulated, never be a data is accurate. The data is having a bias. Data is having always erroneous. Data has to be cleaned. For that, we have to identify missing data, outlier data, duplicate, scaling, normalization, encoding. All these will be applied to make the data as an information. Once the data will be bring a data to information, then only the scientific methodology is going to be applied. That's called, what absolutely it is an EDA, exploratory data analysis, where on the data we are going to calculate all these descriptive statistics related measurements, and then we are going to check the accuracy of the data. Afterwards, we are going to plot them in order to visualize the graphical user interfaces. We used to have a matplotlib is the module with which we can do that. And obviously, if we go down to the data visualization, where I'll be talk about matplotlib and Power BI, both will be demonstrated in detail manner with appropriate real world examples. When comes to here, we must know descriptive statistics as well as a probability inferential statistics. So that I'm going to talk about probability, what exactly hypothesis, how the p-value will be makes the difference. All these mathematically and programmatically I'll be able to demonstrate to you using Python. And comes to regression analysis, it is also called as, obviously, it is, continuous data is going to be applied on the regression analysis, and that will be considered supervised learning, I can say. I'll be applied, linear regression and multilinear regression, and the MSE, mean square error, and RMSE, all these are the metrics to be calculated to compute the accuracy level of a model to go beyond the particular models. And comes to classification techniques, where I'll be demonstrate about supervised and unsupervised learning techniques. They're all machine learning techniques, I can say. And working with the big data such as Hadoop and SQL, NoSQL databases, how the data is going to be accumulated as a big data, where volume and velocity and variety of data is going to be accumulated. Then the projects are going to be happen at level by level. Three types of levels of projects are going to be happen. So if you learn this course, you will be designated as a business analyst, data analyst, data, obviously BI engineer. There are different designations are going to be assigned if you learn this particular course along with the Python. This is the course. Now comes to the Selenium. Obviously, a few are there who is learning this. Joshna is learning Selenium, where automation testing. Obviously, the topics are role of the automation testing process, Python programming completely they need to learn along with the MongoDB front end part, all this software testing lifecycle, that role is supposed to understand, and manual testing concepts, obviously Selenium WebDriver automation, and web locators to identify functional testing and UI testing. And obviously, you go ahead like a Selenium automation with the integration of PyTest as a framework. Yeah. Yeah, all these, it's mandatory, where these are the types of testing: parameterization testing, PyTest framework, data-driven testing, TDD, like, test-driven development testing, behavioral data-driven testing, API testing, mobile testing. Obviously, capstone projects are going to be done. So there are jobs are equally available for whatever the data knowledge, and whatever the jobs are available for data science, and whatever jobs are Selenium testing, whatever the jobs are for full stack Python. Equally the jobs are available, but your skills are mandatory. Some of them will go as an experienced, some of them are going to be a freshers. So these courses are having sufficiently I only made. So please, if you have any kind of a remark, you can able to ask me such a way that I can give an answer for your questions. Like, Shruti, I think as per the full stack Python, I have included many more. And apart from this, the GitHub, AWS, all these you are going to learn. Jenkins, pipelining process, and, including even CI/CD, that continuous
Okay.
integration, and all this will be included in this, especially down the line, how we are completely work on a AWS, this
Mm-hmm.
complete part, learning data science, learning Python full stack, learning with the Selenium testing, Azure, all these will be many more things included during the classes. Probably sometimes if I include some keywords in this, people would expect complete to, let's suppose I'll keep Azure. Sir, do you explain completely Azure over here? Like that, people would ask. Such a way that, I just keep certain keywords aside, but, that sometimes, I'll be include the certain clouds where you supposed to be work, how to we deploy the things on the server. We have our own dedicated server, so we can deploy the models on our dedicated server. From there, even remotely you can access them. Many more things you are going to learn, and whatever the projects you are going to work, they're all our company products. Aladi Cloud Solutions is our company. You can go through that. Aladi Cloud Solutions is our company. There is a Briny Way. Shruti, you are from USA, right?
Currently, I'm at USA.
Okay. Are you
Basically, I'm
happy?
from Hyderabad
Ah,
only.
okay.
Yeah, because of my husband recently came to here. So,
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah, that's the thing.
Great, great. So these are our products. You can go through that. You can get to know
Mm-hmm.
local taxi, fleet management, all this grant management, paperless classrooms, and apart from this, these are all the clients we have where, these are the smart techs and, e-pass, and our chasing treasure, pre-pass, all these, our clowns, like, almost total 11 products worldwide running. And you guys are
Mm-hmm.
going to work on our projects, whatever the projects are working or whatever projects are ongoing in our company, same project we are allow you to be work on.
Oh, nice.
Yes, so you can claim very confidently that what projects you have worked on
Mm-hmm.
as part of your learning process. they would be considered at any company and let them verify also. I only consider very simple, very humble request is that maintain LinkedIn profile properly and maintain the GitHub account properly. These two are very important things the companies would consider. So whatever the
One.
you are going to learn, please try to be uploaded in our GitHub. And you please maintain the proper portfolio and maintain proper LinkedIn with the connections with appropriate like-minded people and likely people who are working on your technology. That's all
Okay.
things nowadays are much more helpful in order to get the queries for certain unknown things. Clear? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the first,
One more thing, is there any mentor assistance while practicing, while working? Mostly we will get any more doubts on that. We can't address in daily basis classes, right? So any mentor support or something there?
no, no, no. Can you ask me again, Smriti? I didn't understand you.
Uh, when I practice or when we are learning something, we will get any more doubts. But every doubt we can't address in the daily basis classes. So
Hmm.
is there any mentor support
Yes, yes,
or
yes. I
something?
will give support. Whatever the queries you have. During
Mm-hmm.
classes or maybe after the classes, we have a mentor. We can able to
Okay.
help the queries. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. And classes are going to happen in the way today I'm taking class, right? So tomorrow is
Yeah.
going to, assignments, whatever the classes, whatever the hands-on I have given to you
Oh.
today, relevant to that tomorrow completely, Mr. Harish is the faculty who is going to assist you to be solve all those assignment questions. So during
Oh,
that, you
yeah.
can ask the questions, that questions can be answered by me. It would be very
Mm-hmm.
seriously, very systematically would happen.
Yeah.
Lot
That's
of things are going on. Just you have to be
actually
focused and show the
good
circuit.
to hear. That's the thing I'm expecting. Otherwise, I'm having some experience on this. I gone through a lot of YouTube
You can
videos
see
or Udemy
my
or
my.
something.
Let's
Yes,
suppose you
yes,
can see
I'm.
the screen. Let's suppose you have a control statement. I'll be explained theoretically and hands-on, and
Mm-hmm.
there will be a corresponding MCQs about each topic that will be uploaded in LMS, and each topic
Mm-hmm.
has their own assignments. Let's suppose nested for loop. What kind of
Okay.
real world problems are going to be solved with a nested for loop? Let's suppose e-commerce application display the product variants, like this is a problem, how the requirements,
Mm-hmm.
how to write a program. You supposed to take these particular things and you have to solve that. Banking application, like something called as e-commerce application, shopping cart application, like banking application, loan displacement or schedule, how it happens. Every problem is going to be a real world problem. It's not like a factorial, Fibonacci series. Such problems are not going to be discussed in the class. Completely,
Mm-hmm.
whatever the real world projects are using our programming, that is supposed to be learn all of this. Everything is going to be a real world assignment. So just if you
Yeah,
look at,
is there any program for students which are like freshers, which are at final year BTech or something? One of my cousin is there. We are looking for a program like AI and ML. She's with an AL ML now.
yeah, this program I made that only. Shruti,
Mm-hmm.
let me show you. I have shown you the data science related thing, right? So there is another
Yeah.
8 months duration for AI ML, data
Oh,
science, and Python. This is the
okay.
syllabus for the AI ML. So completely topics will be changed. Completely, lot of things. It's completely AI,
Mm-hmm.
natural language processing, unsupervised, supervised model demonstrations, and neural networks, deep learning, generative AI, building LLM applications, capstone projects. This is the course which is 3 months course, and data science is
Okay.
3 months course. Python is 2 months course. Totally 8 months course it is. This is for the
Oh,
freshers I'm
in
talking.
this course, are you going to cover the full stack Python also, right?
Yes, yes, absolutely right. Python is mandatory. Nowadays,
Okay.
interviews,
Yeah.
because scikit-learn, because of generative AI, because of certain
Mm-hmm.
platform, ChatGPT and all,
Yes, yes. And
complex things are easy. Correct.
especially here, Python is like mandatory
Very
now.
fundamental. Python is, if you are very good at
Hmm.
Python, people are not testing the application level of knowledge. Whether, fundamentals are you core good at or not, they are checking. Even
Yes,
5 years,
yes.
6 years experience people also, they'll ask. Can you tell me what is the logic whether the given string is palindrome or not? They'll ask. Because the logic
Okay.
is important. Given number is Armstrong or not? How do you identify that the given string is anagram or not? These are all, normal people don't bother about it. But technical people must aware. If I give a conceptual question to you, you should be implement through the programmatic way. That will be automated. Our theoretical, let's suppose if I ask you to write a program, find out the factorial of 90. I'll give you 10 hours time to you. You cannot give an answer for factorial of 90 because you cannot
Mhm.
calculate mathematics. That's the power of a human. Human power is very, very limited. We cannot. If I ask you 10 by 10 matrix multiplication to be solved, it takes 2 hours time. If I ask you 1 million into 1 million matrix multiplication, can you perform? Definitely human cannot. So the program is very vital role playing, in solving the problems. A Tesla car is, driverless car is driving much more better than the human. Even human having, a lot of common sense, but still we are committed and met with an accident. But Tesla car is 360 degrees. It is able to check the objects, whether what sort of status of them, accordingly it will drive.
As
So
of now, we are
programming
using
is
Tesla
mandatory.
only here.
Correct. Without the programming knowledge, probably someone is coding free languages, coding free technologies they are working. One fine day they will be having a threat. Let's suppose
Yes.
manual testing engineer. If I give you 10 applications, can you test per a day? No. If I give 1,000 application through automation, you can execute just within 1 hour.
Yeah.
So absolutely, your the way you understand, the way you having a necessity of the programming,
Yeah.
it's really,
Uh,
it's challenging, and obviously it is there for everybody. Yeah.
yes. Thing is like, what I'm from clear background and literally my mindset is little lazy comparatively developers. Now I'm pushing myself, so I'm getting so much of doubts in every
Hmm.
way. I had
No,
an
no.
idea about real world like
What is
in
your
IT,
background? What is your background, Shruti?
QA,
No, no, no. What is your basic degree, like which means BTech or
uh,
what?
BTech electrical.
BTech Electrical and Electronics. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. Great, no issues. See, people are from different background.
Mhm.
Probably, I think you will be
I
able to.
want, I want to start from ground, literally. I got a huge gap. It's like 1 year, 1.5. So I want to learn from ground level.
Great, great. Okay, okay. No issues. I'll be teach you very scratch level to,
Yeah,
whatever
seriously.
the expert
Yeah,
level. Yes, you
yeah.
don't
I'm
worry
little
about it.
lazy also. Nowadays, I'm very lazy, so I want to push myself. Seriously, I'm good with you. The demo was very good.
Okay, okay. Great, great, Shruti. No issues, no issues.
Yeah.
So just trust on us. Definitely, I'll be fulfill your all expectations.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah,
If,
yeah.
if,
Sure.
if, if it takes time also, I want to fly more.
Yes,
That's
yes,
the
it will
thing.
be taking little time. The more contribution and efforts are required from your end. See, most of the
Yeah.
time, 6 plus, 7 plus, 8 plus, even though the person who is attending, like Joshna is also almost 6 plus experienced in
Oh.
QA. She's working in a hardware testing company like a ECL, like that, government company. She wanted to be
Uh-huh.
switched to the QA because, there is a requirement like that, So the static works are not going to be sustainable in the market. So we need a
Yeah,
dynamic
agreed,
strategy.
agreed.
Absolutely, your survival is going to be a flourish, I can say. Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
correct. So, and
Oh, is there any like communication program like or any spoken English
so
that
we
we
do
could?
have a soft skills program for, I think,
Uh-huh.
online people. I think we cannot make sure that what up to what level we can able to assist you. For the people
Okay.
who come for the online, like offline classroom training, every weekly 3 to 4 classes we conduct for the majority of the people who are not good at communications and as well as business English, that whatever the
Oh,
skill set and whatever the way behavior and attitude is required for the crack the interviews and all.
Yes,
So with respect to that,
yes.
the soft skill man, Mr. Harris, is going to be
But
solved that particular soft skill classes.
uh,
Yes,
but
yes.
I'm expecting any online because now it's in a vital role. So I want to improve my English too.
Hey,
Okay,
English is
I will.
good, Shruti. You are talking nicely. Probably technically you
But,
have your knowledge. Yeah. See,
yeah, but still here they are expecting more. I want to manage. I have to manage more things here. That's the
uh,
thing.
see,
Okay, I will look on that.
I think business English, there are many more platforms actually. Shruti, you are already experienced, right?
Yeah,
So
yes, yes,
there will be business related English will be there. That will be much more useful for only corporate level. So I think that you try to be inculcated as part of that. That will be enhance your skills at a corporate level. What sort of vocabulary is required? What sort of communication? How the mails to be written for the clients? How to negotiate with the clients? How to get the leads from the clients? How the like
yes,
how the
yes.
project management level PMP people will talk? How the Scrum masters will talk? So
Yeah,
probably there will
yeah.
be
I
much more
I'm
resources.
having that experience, but I want to improve. If you have any classes, I want to attend those
Definitely, you
also.
can join, Suki. Definitely, I'll tell you accordingly.
Mhm.
But you are attending the classes through Indian timing or maybe USA time, Shruti?
Yeah, I will check with your team actually. If it is flexible for an USA, I will join as per Indian timings. No problem. Just I will check the timings with your team. If it is
Great.
like after 7:30 p.m., it's too flexible for me. Otherwise, if it is morning 8 o'clock, that's also fine. 8 or 7 o'clock also fine. I will check with your team.
Definitely, definitely.
If
Yes.
I'm good with the timing, I will continue. No problem. That's a thing here. I can't manage that much time, right? If it is like 10 to 15 days, fine. It's in around 4 months program, so I need to check the timings with your team.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Sure. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, your wife will pass. Yeah, you can take this LRD Cloud Training 5Z. ACT 12345. No, small. ACT 12345. Is that connected? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yes, I think Joshna, when are you coming for the offline classes? Are you there?
No, sir, I'm here actually. I'm out right now, so I'm just attending online. I'll be coming in tomorrow, sir.
No issues, no issues. Great, great. Okay, okay, no issues. Yes. Okay. So, so firstly, today I would like to give you the demo about, what are the prerequisites to install over the system. I think Shruti and Joshna, are you holding laptops?
No, no, no. I'm connecting with mobile.
Okay. So you have a sufficient configured laptop, right, Shruti?
Yes, yes. Yeah,
Great, great. Okay.
respective laptop. No
Is that
issues
a
with that.
company laptop or your own laptop?
No, no, it's a personal laptop. Now I'm
Great.
not working here.
Great. Okay. No issues. That's great. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I'm having so much of time.
oh, great, great. That's great. Yes. Yeah, Joshna, are you holding laptop?
Not yet, sir. I'll be taking it as success.
Okay, okay. Because let me. What about you? Are you holding laptop, right? So you have installed any software? Everything is whatever it's needed. It's already there. Oh, great. PyCharm and everything. Great, great. You are already aware about it. So here, let me give you briefly that what exactly needed for you. That's yeah. So so Python tools, which means the Python where industry is going to be used to develop the applications. the first tool is going to be installed, which is an integrated development environment, is IDLE. That's a tool is mandatory to install the Python. So it is a open source where in open source URL is going to give you when on Windows platform as well as a Mac platform as well as other Linux platform too. So once if we install the IDLE, then we have to install then another software called as a Python. This is also licensed tool, but we have to be install the community edition. We have to install the community edition. If you install the professional edition, after the 30 days, it will be ask you to be take a license for that. So better you install the community edition. Let me show you how these particular tools are going to work on, isn't it? So uh, what exactly? Joshna and Shruti, I'm using a free version because most of the videos I'll be upload through your channel. Therefore, I'm using 45 minutes Zoom meeting. I'll be disconnected. I'll be reconnecting. Please reconnect for the same link.